Hello, Critical Conversation Bros here. I'm Behold Greatness, and this is
Top Road Bubba.
And we are here with a very special Halloween edition, talking about Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, Utah, baby.
Kind of feel like Saturday night main event is getting old.
I mean,
I was excited for different pay-per-view to get added in, but it really doesn't amount to anything.
yeah, and if we're being honest, sometimes it serves its purpose, but I don't know, 4 matches is hard to get excited for when there's nothing else. There's no other substance in there, and when it feels like 2 of the matches were really forced on us, I don't really know.
Well, you know they're going to dupe us and add a random match tonight that we're not going to talk about like they always do.
Yeah, like maybe the United States Championship?
Women's or men's?
Men's.
Oh, okay.
Do you really think they'd give women 2 matches on Saturday night's main event?
Funny.
That's funny.
Or the United States title match in itself.
So you'll get Ilya Dragunov doing an open challenge maybe on this. That would make sense. Yeah. So.
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Sure we will. But let's get right into it because honestly, this might be the easiest card all year that we pick.
Probably the fastest.
Yeah. So let's start with the Intercontinental Championship. You got Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev. Who do you have?
Nope. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Honestly, this is cut and dry to me. This is a filler match. You're having Dom hold on to this title. It's not time for him to lose it yet because he's still got to wrestle John Cena with that title. It's going to happen. Carry on. Dominic Mysterio winning.
If you think Dom's beating Rusev, you're stupid. But no, you're right.
He's
Dom's keeping the title.
Penta's taking the L in this, by the way, not Rusev.
Well, right, because Dom's keeping the title for Cena to face him at Survivor Series.
At least that's what we are believing
that's
happening.
Kind of cut and dry, to be honest. Really, a lot of these matches are cut and dry, but, so I don't really see anything crazy happen. The only thing out in left field that could happen is the Judgment Day turn on Dom. That's the only thing I could see in left field.
And I don't think they do that knowing what is needed for the rest of the year.
Correct.
Here, so.
Agreed.
All right, let's move on.
So we got the World Heavyweight Championship. You got Mr. Yeet, Jey Uso, and the best in the world, CM Punk.
Who do you have winning?
All right. This is where I need a little bit of time. Get your popcorn and your beverage.
Okay.
So, I don't really care who wins because I like them both, but I think we are going to get a mini heel turn. Jay is going to win this match.
Okay.
No, sorry. I got ahead of myself. Jay is going to win this match, right? But then we're going to have a heel turn after Jay wins this match. And that heel turn is going to come from none other than his brother, Jimmy.
Okay.
Because we already kind of talked about this. Well, you did. But, yes, I think they're going to plan for Jay and Jimmy to face each other at Mania or Rumble or whatever. But I do think Roman is going to get involved. Somehow, some way, or... So maybe whether it's he picks a side or whatever. So I think this could be one of the more interesting matches. Like I said, to be honest, I don't really care who wins because I like CM Punk. I like Jay. It just depends where they want to take the storyline. Do they want CM Punk to hold on to the title for 6 months till Seth comes back? I don't know. I kind of feel like we're going to play hot potato a little bit with this title.
It's possible.
Until Seth comes back. And then I think CM Punk could win it at, say, Rumble or something. Or depending on when they plan on doing the Jay and Jimmy match. CM Punk will win it at some point, and then obviously that will line up for, if Seth's still on track, possibly CM Punk versus Seth for the title at Mania.
Okay.
Or if it's getting pushed back, maybe that would be SummerSlam. I don't know. But anyway, go ahead. Carry on.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Oh, I like buckling.
Listen here. CM Punk's walking out with that title.
Cool.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're going to have, LA Knight interfere and almost cost him that. But then you're going to see Jimmy interfere and cost his brother this match and really set up a vicious heel turn and a rivalry between brothers, in which is a deep-rooted hatred.
So we kind of got close, but just different routes.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to get to the same stop eventually.
Right.
But I really feel like you're going to have CM Punk win this title right now because it does more storyline-wise, I feel. And this is your way of Braun defeating him and then rubbing it in Seth's face when he comes back and adding another layer and element to what's going on there. So I really think there's a huge benefit to it. So
okay.
That's what I got going on there.
All right. Well, we know kind of by now that Brock Lesnar is joining the Vision.
At least that's how it feels, but we'll see.
Really? He's the only one that wears those kind of boots and jeans, okay?
Yeah, but none of that meant anything because it was literally just a WrestleMania poster.
You're right. It was close enough, though. But.
And how ignorant is that to just have a WrestleMania poster with all men and most of them running out of the Twilight instead of in? And then we didn't give the women anything. Weird. Talk about starting their Abu Dhabi or wherever.
Okay, well, it's kind of like, why give WrestleMania 2 years in a row to Las Vegas just because they make lots of money?
Yeah, it's about money.
Okay, well,
that's all they care about. They don't care about the fans.
Well, obviously. That's why we pay $30 a month to watch crap sometimes.
I take the Stephanie route. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. Anyway, we're going to keep it moving.
All right. We got the Women's World Championship match. We got Jade and Tiffany. How about it?
Listen, I love, the look of Jade. I love how they went about this. Just not that long enough build yet. I don't see them pulling the trigger quite yet with that because there wouldn't be a clear direction afterwards that they need to go. So for me, now obviously you can say, well, you're going to bring Bianca back and you can do this, blah, blah. Guess what? Not quite. It's still Tiffy time. She's retaining. It's not quite Jade's time, but a storm is coming. Just not yet.
A storm? You're talking about a storm.
Yeah.
We're changing this, okay? So, I'm working on it. Anyway, so her name is not Jade Cargill anymore. She is now bringing a storm. Her name is now Jade Scargill. Because she is a heel.
A gnarly scar, by the way.
Yes. And so, I will say, I was going to play some music, but I don't want to get in trouble, so.
Yeah.
I was going to play some Lion King dubstep for you. For, some Scar. Heel.
I get it.
I'm excited to see where this heel run goes. I think it will push her to the next level. I continue to...
I just don't think they put her at top.
Hate people bashing on her.
Yeah, it's over.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's try hard.
I'm kind of on the fence whether now's her time to take that title from Tiffany, but I also am in agreement with you. It hasn't heated up yet.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like something's gonna happen to where this gets pushed out to Survivor Series.
That would make sense.
And then that's maybe when Jade wins. Last I read, Bianca is not... There's no real timetable for her yet. So...
still doesn't feel like the stuff set up for after if you go the Jade route. You know what I mean?
So, but unfortunately, I feel like I know how WWE works, and
Yeah.
they don't want to give certain people their moment on an actual legit platform, not Sunday Night Main Event, which is ran its course. So, for that, Jade Cargill's winning.
Okay. Now the next one's the big one. This could be humongous. You have the undisputed WWE Championship. You have Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Does Drew finally get his moment?
Or is his dreams going to be broken?
That's a good question.
Again.
Yeah. Because you know his buddy's anniversary is today with his wife? Sheamus?
Sheamus. Which, I'm going to put this out here. If John Cena wins the IC title,
They need to
from
have him
Dom,
and Sheamus go.
Sheamus needs to be the one to beat him.
Yes.
But anyway, I think it is time for WWE to finally give the Scottish psychopath his rightful due as a champion. And I think it needs to happen on Saturday night. Yes.
Are you suggesting Drew winning here? Drew becomes the face? Is this what you're suggesting?
Did I say that?
This is the way it feels. Are you suggesting this?
Hold, please. Don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Anyway, so as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted.
Excuse me.
That's Vicky, and you didn't know it right.
Nobody can copy that voice.
So, obviously, Drew has tried to put Cody through the bottom of the announce table and, has continued to so-called fail and cries that he doesn't get his way and blah, blah. But I think it's time. I think it's time for his dreams not to be broken anymore.
Okay.
So with that, Cody is still winning. What am I doing? Cody's still winning. But
what?
This lines up for the final return of Broken Dreams. And we will get a rematch at Survivor Series. And this is where Drew finally has his moment.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So I think Drew mysteriously gets attacked before this match. And then I think he still decides to go through with this match. And we find out who does the attacking. And it's none other than your current champion and current babyface, Cody Rhodes. Full heel turn in full effect. He uses every dirty, dastardly trick in the book to try to win, and he fails. And Drew McIntyre walks away with the championship. And we did a double turn. You have face Drew, and you will have heel Cody, and you just opened up a whole new set of things, because that American Nightmare can truly act like a nightmare now.
So are you suggesting The Rock's going to ruin another freaking heel run?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm suggesting.
Yes, I said that. The Rock ruining another heel run.
So that's where we're at with that.
So...
And then there's filler time in between here. And we said about them adding another match. I think it is the United States Open Championship.
With Ilya.
Yes. My opinion.
So who do you think the Open Challenge is going to be answered by?
Well, we've seen who has answered it so far. But I feel like, aren't we missing somebody? Isn't there a surprise element in all this?
Maybe.
Somebody's missing.
Maybe.
So I think we get a return against Ilya.
Okay.
And I think it is Gunther
Okay.
answering that call. A huge return and build some momentum back for him.
I disagree, but okay. I think there's gonna be a return.
I like it. It was something different.
I agree. You're not wrong. Like you're on the tracks, the train. But I think we're going to get break the walls down.
I wouldn't be mad. I
think Chris Jericho will answer that up now.
I wouldn't be mad.
Now whether I'm right and you're right, maybe Gunther attacks Chris Jericho.
I think either way we get the same outcome.
So we get something.
Because I don't think it has anything to do with the match actually happening. Because I think Ilya retains regardless. I think it's just to bring a return back is what it's used for.
This is where I feel WWE is going to be grimy and not give us what we want.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying maybe it's John Cena's wishes, but I feel like they're going to hold Gunther out
for that
until John Cena's farewell match. And it's going to be Cena versus Gunther for the IC title.
In Washington, D.C. And guess what? Believe me, the Donald is rumored to be there.
You know who I want to be rumored to be there?
Huh.
Batista.
Which, that's Batista's hometown as well.
Damn straight.
So there are many options to go this route. That has a potential to be the greatest Saturday night's main event the entire year. Has the potential. Doesn't mean it will be.
As a wrestling fan since... don't quote me on this because I'm not sure. Since... I'm going to say like 1998, 99, 2000, somewhere in there, because I don't even remember when I remotely started. Did
you start before or after the Monday Night Wars?
I don't remember them, but then again, I don't remember a lot back then, so...
Yeah.
I remember the good stuff, like Eddie and all that.
See, I've been a fan
anyway,
before that.
You're also a little older, but...
Yes.
So, and I also had to fight and hide to watch wrestling. I had to hide remotes and all that stuff, and I had to probably go through a little more than you had to go through.
Back in the day to watch the pay-per-views, you had to steal from the cable company and do some shady things.
I didn't watch pay-per-views back then.
And watch some pixelated Cinemax, but that's a story for another day.
Oh, yeah. So... if WWE doesn't make that Saturday night main event the best one of all time or the best one of the year physically,
it'd be a drop ball.
They've ruined it.
Yeah.
If they don't make Cena's last match as good as Cena versus Cody, right? Cena versus was it Cody or Cena versus who was the last?
Cena and AJ.
Yes, thank you.
Tore the
Cena
house
and
down.
AJ, which was, I'm already going to say it now, it's my match of the year for our award show. Match of the year, by the way. So, if they don't do that kind of a great retirement match for him, it is an absolutely letdown failure.
I feel like a lot of people would want what you are speaking of there, but it almost feels like a diabolical way for WWE to say screw you and what you want and just make it a squash match or something crazy, which there would be a revolt. You would have... I honestly think that you would have the fans flipping out.
Now,
physically.
I don't know if this is even thought about. I don't know if it's an idea. What if they make it a gauntlet match? To where it does get a few superstars that haven't been able to get it. Kind of like The Miz or somebody like that.
Rehashing some rivalries.
Right, but make them maybe like short matches or, you know, something like that. Okay. And then have a final boss.
Like the final boss?
Oh, God, I didn't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're disgusting. If they do that, there will be a revolt. Because, you had everybody on board until that part, there would be a legitimate revolt.
And the sad thing is, I think I'd rather have Gunther at that point.
Yeah, I would too, because at least I know that he would be trying to chop his heart out of his chest, and at least they'd be giving you everything.
If they don't give... Cena obviously is going to put somebody over in his last match. We all know Cena is not winning. We know this.
Do I feel like it should be Dom? If you do this for Dom,
100%.
It catapults him to a whole new level.
Right.
I feel like if they want to strap the rocket to him, by all means, do it there.
Agreed. Yeah. I mean, we're still missing... I mean, Edge is still that possibility.
Which, nobody would be mad if this happens, but, like, there's so many unknowns, and, like, they reserve the right to have... There's probably 20 legitimate possibilities, and they're just going to keep us in the dark until the very end of figuring out who it is. Like, we can sit here and try to guess where they're going, but at some point they're going to bob and weave us, and they're going to try to get us off of the scent, so to speak, and just do something that we weren't expecting.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we know WWE way too well. They just know how to let us down.
And I heard a rumor, and I know this will drive you up the wall insane, but with John Cena being from Boston, there was a lot of rumor of, in the last match, him putting him over.
You know what?
And he's from Boston too, so if John Cena chooses to do that, I would respect that, but I think that is such a controversial decision if they do that. I hope they're ready for the consequences. Because do you think Carmelo can really catapult to that level? Does John give him that rub in that moment? Is that enough?
I feel like you're going to get more... I feel like you can get more out of Carmelo than you could Gunther.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. I agree.
Carmelo has a younger MVP, I feel like, kind of a characteristic to him. And
the talent's there. It's not for the lack of talent.
Right. So I wouldn't be overly upset. I don't know. I'm kind of more on the fence. I would like to see Batista or Edge or...
You kind of want to see it end in like a rivalry.
I do. Because that's
for nostalgia.
That's what Cena's been made of. I mean, even if it's somebody surprising, like I wouldn't even be opposed to that. Even if it's Roman Reigns, not even opposed to that. But I think now...
What if it's Kurt Angle's son? What if Jason Jordan makes his return?
No. I mean, what if it's even Kurt Angle, to be honest?
Perk Angle ain't got one in him.
Yeah, that match would be probably a failure.
I love Kurt, but he ain't got one.
So, we haven't brought this up. Would Cena fully see that this guy that I'm about to talk about is ready to strap a rocket to him? We know how popular he is. Maybe it's time to say his name.
And he appears. I said about this a long time ago. I felt that should be the last match if he truly wants to put the future over. Because I said this months ago. I actually can show you messages where I talked to my friends in Texas, where I made the claim that I feel Joe Hendry makes the most logical sense for the future of the company to do that too. Because if you give him that rub, and he not only got the rub from Randy, but then you give him the rub from John Cena in his last match, that is setting up 2026 to be the year of Joe Hendry. And strap a rock ship to this guy, because he's a superstar.
I mean,
what he's doing on NXT without having to wrestle is just absolutely incredible. It shows you the level of star that he is when these other wrestlers want to do segments with him and they don't even have to wrestle, and they feel it is elevating their stock.
Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is you could even do Trick. You could do even Javon Evans at this point. You could do Oba. But unfortunately with Oba and whatnot, I feel like that's going to be a squish match, smash, whatever. Like, it's going to be Brock Lesnar or like Goldberg. A minute, smash and leave. You know what I mean? But anyway. Probably should have saved that for a little bit, but kind of went off on a tirade.
That's all right.
We had to fill in our fifth match.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I know you got Trick or Treating to get to.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that point where we're going to do shout-outs.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Shout out to Mr. T-Shirt Tony, Funny Farm Apparel Company.
The official apparel maker of the Critical Conversation brace.
Yeah,
That got us
you got that out, but hey. All right. Let's see here. Shout out to Sam and Steph, our good friends.
Yes. And for anybody that knows Steph, her baby is healthy. I got to see an ultrasound yesterday. It looked like an alien, but it is a baby. Yes.
It's an alien, probably. I saw Sam. But anyway. But no. Legitimately, we're happy for them.
Yes.
Huge steps in
Very
the direction for them. Shout out to our buddy Corey Gebhardt and
Yes.
his girlfriend.
Yeah, Corey seems to be okay as of right now.
Yeah.
His fiance is getting real close to probably about time to brewing that baby.
Yeah. Because she got to go in early because...
Hopefully everything goes well. We're praying extremely hard because the delivery is very serious for her. It is very life-threatening.
Yeah.
So hopefully God looks over her and she can pull through it, that and the baby. So.
Shout out to Myers Meadows, best football around. Shout out to John Tom Turnbull, great guys.
They'd be flying out left or right field right now.
Boy, we are deep in very cold time. Sunday, we fall back.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, while we're in kind of the baseball phase, do the Blue Jays finish off the Dodgers tonight?
I pray, because if you allow the Dodgers to have a Game 7, I'm telling you, you don't want no part of that, because I'm telling you, something in my heart knows that they'll find a way to get Kershaw in there, and that man is going to gas you with every bit of vintage performance he has left in his body.
The sad thing is, I think that's what the MLB wants.
Which they might, but...
And to be honest, if that's the Kershaw, I don't want the Dodgers to win.
I don't want the Dodgers.
But if Kershaw were to have a history-made pitching performance, I'd be happy for him because I do like Kershaw. He's one of those pitchers that are very well likable. He stayed with one team, and he's hard to root against. So
the only thing that has ever haunted him is his postseason record.
Right.
Which, if you look at the numbers, if we're being honest, if they were regular season, nobody's complaining. It's not like they're egregious and terrible. They just look bad compared to superstars of other calibers.
But you're gonna forget all of that if he goes out and pitches 7 or 8 dominant innings, 10 Ks,
and has a magical run like Yes Savage. And if he goes out there and has a Yes Savage performance,
exactly, you're gonna forget any postseason numbers he's ever had.
Yeah.
Period.
So, if that's the way the fairy tale ends, so be it. But go Blue Jays.
But unfortunately, I gotta root for an AL East team. Go Blue Jays.
Yeah, go Blue Jays.
But on that note, my Orioles, orange, not an Oreo shirt, but they did hire a new manager.
Yeah.
And I'm actually pretty excited. It's not somebody that's a name person.
Not a sexy
I've heard
name, but
lots of very good
effective.
things. I've heard very good things from Joe Madden about the guy. I've heard he's a very big analytic guy. He's very big in the clubhouse. I feel like he was very well respected. There were 3 other teams after him. So I'm actually pretty excited. And he's already said, and I'm curious to see if this is true, there is going to be a big surprising move by the Orioles coming soon.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Maybe Stephen Kwan.
We'll see. But some big moves in the future. Let's see here. What else we got going on?
Shout out to whoever made that picture.
Oh, man.
I know we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
Great artwork.
Guy from Washington. I knew that much. I'll remember his name eventually, but talk about incredible work. We got her hanging up in here. We love that.
Yep.
We're working on big plans for the new year.
Yeah.
Trying to be more consistent with it. Trying to get on this run here. Can't believe it's the end of October. We got 2 months left in this year, and it is over.
We were planning on big things this year, but it kind of snowballed after my grandmother passed away in January, and we had to go through all that, and I'm trying to get back on a normalized schedule now, and so hopefully we can start 2026 off better than we did last year.
I'll tell you what, this was just when we think we're getting a hold on life.
Right.
Things have just been
so hopefully we can
crazy.
get a little more of a schedule, a little more talk about more than just wrestling, and some other things.
And
so
we have some huge interviews we're planning.
Yeah.
Some big things in the future.
Hopefully. It'll be great.
We got lots of stuff planned. We're really working hard towards this. We're excited what the future holds.
Yeah, and thanks for all the wonderful views and watch time we've been getting in the last few videos. We truly, truly appreciate it. It makes us feel really good that we're trying to bring you guys entertainment, talking through predictions. I know some videos can get boring at times when you're just sitting there talking. So we try to be entertaining. Yeah. We try to just, pop random things in there here and there. So again, anybody with ideas, anything that they may want to see us add or fix or work on, we're always open to it because we always want to make our videos more fun, interesting,
engaging for you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
we appreciate you letting us in.
Yes. And so please, engage in the comments. We appreciate that.
Speaking of that, we would like you to like, follow, subscribe, and hit the what? The ringy-dingy bell, so you get notified when we post new content. No matter what, if it is the YouTube, the TikTok.
I did do a Jelly Roll Hey Dude video recently. And the Discord.
Yeah.
We don't use Discord too much, but we do try to use it when we go to independent events.
We get on there, send us something. We'll talk to you.
Right. I actually talked to my friend Care on TikTok, 2 or 3 days ago, and she said she gets on our Discord every once in a while and stuff. So
yeah,
appreciate any and all support we get.
Yes.
I know I'm talked about at work. It's great. I picked on. It's fantastic. This guy just decided to get back to work for the first week. How was it?
First week was a little rough. Going back to being a vampire and then sleeping during the day, getting used to that again. But only working 4 days, I will get used to that. And of course, we're coming up to holiday season, so I'm not going to be doing a ton of work anymore.
Yeah, but it sounded like you were well loved. They appreciated to have you back.
Massive welcome back. We had a potluck yesterday.
Sounds great. I only worked 3.5 days this week, so it was great because it was off Monday because I worked the weekend. I had a half day today because I stayed up, watched my Ravens, and took a half day today. So it was great.
Yeah.
We have a Halloween party tomorrow at my other friend Steph's. And yeah.
Life's good.
Football season is full path. My Ravens are back on track, I hope.
My Birds are doing good.
Eagles, we'll find out with Saquon injury-wise, whatever.
I don't think it's serious.
Fantasy, oof. It is a rough year for fantasy. Injuries are ridiculous.
This is the worst year I've ever had in a fantasy league with you. I've never, but I'm also a separation of 5 points difference from having a vastly different record though as well. So.
Weird. I'm 4-4 in almost every league except one. That's my Eldersburg league where I'm 6-2.
Nice.
Which that roster is stacked, so I kind of knew. This week I'm a little skeptical because I have 2 random running backs, so
we'll see.
But hopefully, we'll see. It's all about the end run to the playoffs. So
playoffs.
So.
All right.
Anyway, I know people are probably gonna have some Halloween parties this weekend.
Be safe.
We got trick or treating.
Smart.
In certain areas. I had mine last night, or I think it was last night.
The
night before.
The parade was Thursday night.
Wednesday night. It was funny. I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, why do I hear random kids outside? I poked my head out of the window. I'm like, oh, there's a dinosaur. Cool. So it's like, oh yeah, it's trick or treating.
I gave out candy Tuesday night. It was where our trick or treat was. Not only did I give out candy, I gave out ramen noodles and Chef Boyardee. And let me tell you something, they loved it. They loved it because they wanted the after school snack. And listen, we got with the government shutdown, we got to do what we can.
It's true.
And we're helping the kids out. So
you right. So. Alrighty. Good weekend, safe weekend, doing any parties, whatever. Obviously, we got a pay-per-view.
Stay sober, don't get pulled over.
I want to say 7, 8 o'clock, whatever.
Probably.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll be on to the next pay-per-view, which will be Survivor Series. And we get to welcome back a living legend. And he is from none other than San Diego. So, if you know,
you know.
Alrighty,
Alright,
guys. Peace out.
Peace out. Thanks, guys.